Hey there, it's Daniel from TheGoodocs.com, where you can get free Google Docs templates and guides. Now, let's overview all tools to work with images in Google Docs. There's a lot of tools to work with images in Google Docs, and despite the great number, they are designed for easy and fast use. Starting from the basic resize and moving it over a doc, there is cropping, different text wrapping options, link insertion, placing it behind or over the text, making the image a background for the page, drawing and writing on it, creating a border and aligning it, recolor, and other visual adjustments. Well, let's get to it. To start, we insert an image into the document. And there's a few ways to do that. On the spot, you can just basically drop an image from your computer right into the doc. For that, I open the Explorer on my PC and locate the image. Then drag and drop it right into the doc. Here it is. Now a bit more options. Now you have this image icon on the toolbar to upload the image. Or you go to the Insert on the toolbar and click on it. Then drag in the pointer to Image, and here are your options. The same Upload from Computer, you just saw one. Just locate the image in the Explorer and hit Open. Then on the menu we have Upload from Drive, which brings up this mini version of the drive on the right, where you click on My Drive. Locating and double-clicking the image to upload. Then on the menu, you can insert an image from your Google Photos. And then comes the Upload by URL, where you insert a direct link to an image. For example, I can look for some images in Google on the Images tab. I'm opening one. Right mouse click on it and pressing on Copy Image Address. Then we go back to the doc to the Insert. Now I'm pasting the link. Viewing a preview and clicking on Insert. And as the last option on the menu, we have the camera, where you take a photo on the spot from a computer or a phone and upload it right here. Now, the things you can do with your images inside document. First of all, you can move it and place it anywhere on the doc. Press hold on the image and drag to where you want it to be. And this blue insertion point will tell you where it will go. And release. Then you can change its size. For that, select the image and now pull from any side of the image to make it smaller, or increase it, widen it, and so on. And by pulling this circle on top, you can rotate the image like this. Just move the mouse clockwise or counter and find the best position. The next thing is this little bar below the selected image that defines how the image is wrapped by a text on a page. You see, by default the image is inserted in line with text, like this. Like it's a part of it. It breaks sentences and paragraphs, and usually we want to change that. So, on this bar, we press on the second item. And now the text is naturally wrapped around the image. Although this is not your only option. The next, third item on the control bar is Break Text. Pressing on it. And that makes the image take the entire line of its size on the page, not letting any text get left or right to it, breaking the text on page with itself. Then there's Behind Text, which we frequently use to set an image as a background for the page, or to highlight a certain part of text. To set an image as a background, click on the Behind Text item on this bar, and then on this drop-down for other image placing options, where we select Fixed Position on Page, which basically frees the image and makes it independent from the text on page, since normally it's connected to it and moves with it. Now you can press hold and move the image to, let's say, this top left corner. And then we can pull this square on its frame and stretch it to make it cover the whole page. And there we go. You can keep working with text, you can move the image, delete it, or change its size, and etc. And the last image placing option is in front of text, which is just the opposite and will cover the text with itself. Now, the image formatting with tools on the toolbar. Using these same commands for text, you can align the image to the center or to the right margin. Then you can change its indent. And finally, some drawing. Here you can pick the color of the border of the image. I'll do it black. Then here you can make it thicker. For me, it will be 4 pixels. And do a line dash if you'd like. Then you can crop the image right here inside document with this button. And now around it you have some kind of frame with black marks that you can pull to the center. Or however you want it. It moves freely here. Then you can move the image behind the cropping area to adjust it even more. And then hit enter to finish cropping it. Then you can double click on the image and once again change the size of cropping. That's just some quick inside doc tool so you don't have to go to any other image editor, which is really nice. What's awesome is that you can access all these mentioned image settings and even more from one place. Select the image and then on the toolbar click on the image options. That brings up this bar on the right and top to bottom, size and rotation, where you change size, but with more accurate controls in inches. And then the rotation, where you change the angle one by one. Manually type in the number or rotating it with this button. The next item on the menu is text wrapping that we overviewed earlier with this bar below the image. And this is just a bigger version with these buttons for more accurate controls. The same concerning positioning options in regard to text on the page if you have any type of wrapping turned on for the image. Then we have a more recent recolor feature, where you have some basic image recolor filters like this one, and this one, and etc. See for yourself which one you like more. And the last item on the menu is a few basic image adjustment sliders, starting from transparency settings, then brightness, and contrast, and reset if you don't like it. One more nice thing you can do to an image is to insert a link in it, just like you do with text. But unlike with text, with the image you can see the link only when you click on it. So select the image, go to this icon on the toolbar and press it. Then paste a link into this field and hit apply. This is it. Now when you click on an image, it will bring up this bar with the link below the image settings. Also, it might show a little preview of the content of the link, if the source allows it to. For instance, if you paste a link to a YouTube video and press on it afterwards, it may show a little preview of the video with some images from it. Or it can be a preview of a website or your profile on some social network. Yet it doesn't work for everything. The last, yet very important and major feature is using the image in the drawing mode in the document. Let's enter it first. For that, go to Insert on the toolbar, third item Drawing, and then View. Your drawing canvas, where you have a lot of tools to work with images. First up, we insert it with this item on the toolbar. Choose an image to upload, and selecting this one. Now that it's here, you can, of course, move it over the canvas and resize it just like you did in a document. Rotate it, crop it, and etc. But then there's a very significant feature allowing you to draw and write on the image. To write on the image, select this item standing for text box on the toolbar, and then click Hold to draw the text box. And there you have it. Now type something in it. And here you have text on the image, which can be anything. And then of course, you can change the formatting of the text the way you want with all the basic tools from the document. Starting from the font, size, and other different formattings. And then, if you press hold on the frame of the text box, you can move it over the canvas and the image. Then, you can draw on the image starting from drawing lines. Click on this item on the toolbar and draw some line. And then, by pressing on this little triangle next to the line item, you can change the type of line and draw it. With these lines, you can also connect elements like text boxes, shapes, and images, which will basically snap to margins of the figures like this. And finally, you can draw different shapes over the image with this button. Select Type, select Shape, and Draw by press holding and choosing the size. Here you have it. You can move it, resize it, change its fill color like this, and put it over the image how you want it. Experiment with shapes, text, and lines to draw what you like, and then hit Save and Close in the top right corner to finish drawing. And here it is in the document. Mostly, this is it. Hundreds more guides and a lot of free Google Docs templates on TheGoodocs.com following the link below the video. Like to help share our videos to more people and subscribe to see more guides. I hope we helped you. Thank you for watching.